Have you ever wondered what could happen if the Chicago Bears managed to lure away the mastermind behind the Detroit Lions' offensive explosion? Have you paused mid-scroll and thought, could losing Ben Johnson actually spell disaster for our beloved Lions? And what if I told you insiders are already whispering that this very scenario is playing out right before our eyes? Welcome back to Lions News Fan Report, where we dive deep into the rumors that keep Detroit fans on the edge of their seats every single day. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to Lions News Fan Report so you never miss our breaking takes and wild speculations. Today's hot topic is one that feels almost too dramatic to be true. Word is spreading across the NFL circuit that the Bears are preparing to poach offensive coordinator Ben Johnson right out of Detroit's playbook. Yes, you heard that correctly. Ben Johnson, the architect of our high-flying offense that vaulted us to the top third in total yards, averaging a blistering 373 yards per game, and into the top 5 in scoring, 27.1 points per contest, could be on his way to Soldier Field. But what does that mean for the Motown momentum we've built? Could the absence of Johnson's innovative run-pass balance morph our offense from a well-oiled machine into a sputtering relic? Let's rewind to last season. Under Johnson's guidance, Jared Goff achieved career highs in completion percentage, 66.9%, touchdown passes, 29, and even posted a passer rating of 1.8, numbers we never dared dream of when this rebuild began. Fans were buzzing about the creative RPO packages, the jet motion wrinkles, and the seamless integration of both DeAndre Swift and rookie sensation Jahmyr Gibbs. Remember that Week 7 thriller against the Packers when the Lions rolled up. For 15 yards on offense and left Lambeau in stunned silence, that was vintage Ben Johnson magic, executed with surgical precision. Now, imagine that same play caller running the show for Chicago's offense, one that finished 30th in scoring last year. Is it possible that the Bears see Johnson as the missing piece to flip their franchise? And if so, does that spell the beginning of a nightmare for Detroit? Insider chatter suggests that the Bears front office has already approached Johnson with an offer that includes play-calling duties, full control over offensive personnel choices, and a multi-year contract designed to keep him in Chicago until at least 2028. Could this be the biggest offensive coordinator hire since Josh McDaniels jumped to Denver? And more importantly, if Johnson accepts, how long will it take for the fallout to hit Motown? Some analysts argue that losing Johnson might drop our offensive efficiency by 15 to 20% next season, a staggering statistic that could turn playoff hopefuls into fringe contenders overnight. Consider the ripple effects. Without Johnson's schematic brilliance, would defensive coordinators across the league begin to key in on Jared Goff's tendencies? Could our once-feared screen game become predictable? And what about the rapport Johnson had with the offensive line? Zach Sadler and Colby Sorsdahl blossomed under his tutelage, allowing just 28 sacks all season, fourth best in the NFL. Now imagine a new voice shouting adjustments in their ears. Could that disrupt the cohesion that propelled us to the NFC playoffs? On social media, emotional debate has erupted. A thread on X showed one fan lamenting, "If Johnson leaves, I honestly don't see this offense scoring more than 20 per game." Another countered, "We have talent. The scheme isn't everything." While a third chimed in, "Bears stealing our playbook is ultimate trolling. Let's hope we have a plan B." That split in opinion highlights just how precarious this rumor is. Do we trust the front office to have contingency plans, or are we staring down the barrel of an off-season freefall? Digging deeper, some insiders point to the timing. The Bears' interview with Johnson reportedly came just days after Detroit declined to extend his contract beyond this year, opting instead to prioritize cap flexibility. Could that be the misstep that allowed Chicago to swoop in? And, crucially, is it too late to reverse course? Rumor has it that the Lions could still table a blockbuster extension, one that would make Johnson the highest-paid coordinator in league history. But with draft preparations looming, will Detroit pull the trigger in time, Or will they watch their offensive guru don navy and orange? As we tease out every angle, from Johnson's rapport with the coaching staff to the Lions' potential backup candidates, we're left with a chilling possibility. This rumor may be more than just noise. Could the Bears really be on the verge of delivering a crippling blow to Detroit's offensive identity? Is it possible that by the time the regular season arrives, we'll be scrambling to find even half the creativity Johnson injected into our game plan? If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Lions News Fan Report so you never miss our deep dive rumors and insider scoops. Now, let's pick up where we left off and explore the fallout Detroit faces if Ben Johnson truly ends up in Chicago's playbook. First, picture Week 1 of next season. Without Johnson calling plays, the Lions unveil a brand new offensive coordinator, whose system is still untested in the NFL. Could this shake the confidence of our locker room veterans? Jared Goff, coming off career highs under Johnson's balanced scheme, may struggle to sync with unfamiliar reads and timing patterns, especially against a stout defense like the 49ers in San Francisco. Is it possible that Goff's passer rating dips below last year's 101.8 benchmark? If so, that stark regression could turn a primed playoff contender into an early season underdog. Meanwhile, imagine the playbook adjustments required for DeAndre Swift and Jahmyr Gibbs. Those RPO splits and motion seams that gave defenses fits might be shelved for more conservative concepts, at least until the new coordinator finds his footing. Could our dynamic duo end up with fewer touches, and in turn, could the Bears capitalize on that by showcasing Johnson's signature run-pass balance in Chicago? Fans have already speculated that Gibbs's yards per carry could drop by up to half, something unthinkable under Johnson's guidance. Behind the scenes, league analysts would be taking notes too. PFF metrics might show the Lions' offense sliding from top 3 efficiency to a middle-of-the-pack unit. Could such a statistical decline embolden division rivals like Green Bay and Minnesota to press their advantage? And let's not forget the NFC North tiebreakers. A single defeat resulting from an offensive miscue might be the difference between hosting a wild card game and spending January at home. Now, what of Detroit's contingency plans? Rumor has it, the Lions have interviewed 2 promising college coordinators, one from a spread-heavy Big 12 program, another from an air raid school. But is it realistic to expect an unproven play caller to step in and seamlessly transition to the pro game? Could such a hire backfire, leaving our already shaken offense in disarray while the Bears ride high on Johnson's innovative wrinkles? Some insiders argue Detroit might pivot instead to a veteran retread, perhaps even promoting from within. Yet that option carries its own risks. Would a familiar face truly offer the fresh creativity we'd lose without Johnson? Even more intriguing is the possibility of a mid-season shakeup. If early results are disastrous, could the Lions look to lure Johnson back despite his Chicago contract? It sounds like something out of a Hollywood script, but we've seen mid-year coordinator firings before. Is it possible Detroit could engineer an unlikely reunion, buying out Johnson's deal to recapture the offensive magic? While that scenario seems far-fetched, it underscores the high stakes. The void left by Johnson might be so catastrophic that desperate measures become plausible. Off the field, consider the impact on fan morale and ticket sales. Ford Field crowds, already buzzing with anticipation after last year's playoff run, could react poorly to news of Johnson's departure. Could season ticket renewals dip? Might merchandise sales suffer if the offense sputters? The financial implications extend beyond wins and losses, turning this coaching carousel into a potential revenue nightmare for the franchise. Finally, think about the long-term narrative. If Johnson thrives in Chicago, transforming the Bears into an offensive juggernaut that challenges Detroit in future years, the Lions' decision to let him walk could be remembered as one of the most costly blunders in franchise history. Could This single off-season move still haunt us a decade from now, cited by fans and analysts alike as the moment Detroit lost its offensive identity. But what do you think, Lions faithful? Are we witnessing the beginning of a self-inflicted crisis, or will Detroit's front office pull off a masterstroke to keep Johnson in Motown? I, for one, can't shake the feeling that losing him would be nothing short of disastrous, but perhaps I'm being overly dramatic. Let me know your verdict in the comments below. I'm dying to hear if you share my fears or if you believe the Lions can weather this storm. If you enjoyed this analysis, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to Lions News Fan Report, and ring that notification bell so you stay ahead of every twist in this saga. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time with more rumors that matter.